Okay, last ones, and hopefully this reminds you of something else. Ah, I don't know what that happened there. Right, we have, let's choose a fancy color. How about this dark blue? Purplish. Fun. Okay, so we have number 7, 5 over 3 minus 2i. This is very similar to another rule we had. He said you can't leave imaginary numbers on the bottom of a fraction. No imaginary numbers in the denominator. Because really, what do we know? I is equal to the square root of -1. So really, there's a square root of -1 here. And square roots are illegal in the denominator. So how did we get rid of them? Well, we rationalized them, and we multiplied by a conjugate. So we're going to do that here too. So remember, this is number 7. The conjugate of 3 minus 2i would be 3 plus 2i. So we're going to multiply top and bottom by 3 plus 2i. So on the top, we have 15 plus 10i. And on the bottom, we have to FOIL. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2i is plus 6i. Negative 2 times 3 is minus 6i. Negative 2i times positive 2i is minus 4i squared. So on the top, we'll keep the 15 plus 10i. And on the bottom, 6i and negative 6i is 0. Minus 4i squared. So this is minus 4 times a negative 1. So that'll be plus 4. So 9 plus 4 is 13. And it's simplified. Let's look at the next one. And I'm going to grab a different color. And 2i over 5 plus 4i. So the I in the denominator is not okay. So we are going to multiply by the conjugate. 5 minus 4i. Top and bottom. 5 minus 4i. On the top, 2i times 5 would be 10i. 2i times negative 4i is minus 8i squared. On the bottom, 5 times 5, 25. 5 times negative 4i, minus 20i. And 4i times 5 is plus 20i. 4i times a negative 4i, that would be minus 16i squared. On the top here, the 10i we cannot simplify. Minus 8i squared. Let's see, this is I squared is negative 1, so that'll be instead plus 8. On the bottom, minus 20i and plus 20i is 0. So this is negative 16. I squared is negative 1. So this becomes plus 16. So it's 25 plus 16 is 41, I believe. And we are considered simplified. So tomorrow in class, we'll do more of these and see what we can do. If you have questions, we can go over them then. And we have to make sure that we're wrapping up in the next 2 days because we have a test coming up. I believe it's Monday because everybody drops once this week. So that's it. See you tomorrow.